Your QV from your personal purchases will count towards your rank. Your CV from your personal purchases will not count towards commissions. You can't get paid on your own commissions. Keep that in mind. Okay, this next part I'm really kind of excited about. For the very first time, and with the authorization of my CEO just 2 days ago while he was over in Europe, he gave me permission to be able to share the average rank earnings with the Kyani Pay Compensation Plan. Might be a good idea to take notes because I can't put it up on the board, but he said I could share them verbally, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share them only from Garnet to Emerald for obvious purposes. My point in sharing this is to help you to better understand how you can maximize the potential and opportunity with the Kyani Pay Plan, and to give you an idea on how much money that you can earn once you've reached that specific rank. Now, I've got a disclaimer, so it kind of lets me off the hook and corporate off the hook. Here's my disclaimer. These are average numbers. They've been averaged out over the course of the last year with this compensation plan. There are always exceptions to the rule, without question. The Kyani cannot and will not guarantee that you will make these earnings if you start a business with Kyani. These are averages only. So, fair enough on the disclaimer?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, here they are. If you're a Garnet, and look at those volumes as well. Total volume requirement is the third column over from the beginning there on the left. If you are a Garnet, the average is $61 per month. That's for 300 group QV. You only need 300 QV in your organization, and the average is $61 per month. If you reach the rank of Jade, that gets kind of interesting here. The average is $262 per month for 2,000 group QV. For the rank of Pearl, the average is $742 per month for 5,000 group QV. For Sapphire, the average is $2,133 per month.
What was that?
That's $2,133 per month for 10,000 group QV. Ruby, the average is $4,415 per month for 25,000 group QV. And finally, for Emerald, the average is $8,675 per month for 50,000 group QV.
8,000. One more time. Emerald.
$8,675 per month for 50,000 group QV. Now, let me kind of put this into perspective. For anybody that's ever been around network marketing before, for any length of time, you know that to reach these dollar figures on a per monthly basis with that type of volume, you know immediately that our compensation plan is very aggressive and it pays out. There's no doubt about it. You don't have to be a distributor in Kyani for too long before you receive a great check. Keep in mind, this is residual income only. This does not include fast start bonus, fast track bonus, or quick pay, or recruiting bonus. This is residual income only. You don't have to reach the rank of diamond to make great money or life-changing money with Kyani. It's there just in the first 5 or 6 ranks. Now, let me kind of clear this up a little bit, or paint a different picture. That's kind of my phrase for today, sorry. If you reach the rank of Jade, which is only, as you can see on the chart, only 2,000 group QV in a month, you're paying for your products that you order each month. Again, the average for Jade is $262 on the average residual income. $262 a month is a 6.75% increase over the 2010 U.S. household median income. Most 9-to-5 jobs throughout the country average anywhere from 2 to 4.5% of an increase on an annual basis. You reach Jade, you're just giving yourself a 6.75% increase on only 2,000 QV. Now think about what would make a difference in your life with your family. How much extra do you need each month? Do you need a few $100 to make a difference, to change your life? You don't have to build very far with Kyani to be able to reach a few $100s. How much do you want to make each month? A few $1,000s? You don't have to build very far in Kyani to be able to make a few $1,000s each month. Now, I wanted to share these numbers with you, obviously verbally only at this time, to paint a picture of what the pay gate can offer through growing a small or a large organization. You set the time frame on what you want when. Now you know some of the results. Now, as you grow to be a diamond and higher, obviously those numbers increase dramatically, no question about it. And it gets really, really exciting. But to me, just from Garnet through to Emerald on that low QV required for those ranks, making that kind of money, that is extremely aggressive. And those are average numbers over the course of a year. They are proven numbers. One of the things that I absolutely love about a compensation plan is that there's always the next thing to shoot for when, without having a huge gap in between rank or in between the next thing that you're trying to get to. We've spread out the qualifications for both rank and for pay gate, so there's always something to look towards. The gap between each step isn't too far between the ranks and the pay gates. For example, if Pearl is 5,000, pay gate 4 is 7,500. If Sapphire is 10,000, pay gate 5 is 15,000. And then you've got Ruby at 25,000 and so on and so forth. And we've created a stair-step approach to success so that you're feeling like you're reaching the next milestone and keep you going. We've eliminated that sometimes far-reaching chasm that you might find in some other plans. Okay, let's get to the Kyani pay gate compensation plan.
Question.
Yes.
Did those numbers include the generational matching checks, or is that just
Yes,
basic?
yeah,
That
yep,
doesn't-
residual income, yes.
Yeah, residual.
Yep, absolutely. But keep in mind on the first few ranks, until you reach Sapphire, you don't qualify for the generational check match. So for Garnet and for Jade and for Pearl, those are pretty good numbers, and you don't even have the generation check match involved in those figures at all. At the beginning, I mentioned that there's 3 real ways to be able to make money with Kyani. There's 4 the customer program. We'll talk about that too. But the first mentioned is the quick pay. As I mentioned, this is formerly known as the recruiting bonus, but we're changing the name. This more reflects the overall purpose of earning money right out of the gate once you start building your business. It works like this. What percentage you are paid wholly depends upon your current rank, what you were paid as of last month. We pay up to 55% of the SV on the enrollment of a new distributor that purchases a starter pack every time. Let me explain. If your rank is a distributor and you enroll a new distributor, again, your rank is a distributor. Let's see. Right there, as you can see, distributor, MQV required. If your rank is a distributor, then and somebody purchases a starter pack, the SV on that starter pack is 100 SV, then as a distributor, you would be paid 20%, or $20. 20% of 100 is 20 bucks. The remaining 35%, because we pay on 55% no matter what, the remaining 35% flows up to the higher ranks above that distributor. If you're a Garnet and you enroll someone, you'll be paid 30% of the SV. 30% of 100 is $30. The remaining 25% flows up to the next distributor of higher rank. If you're a Jade and you enroll, you'll be paid 40%. The remaining 15 flows up to the next higher ranks. If you are a Pearl and you enroll, you'll be paid all 50%. Or you'll be paid 50%. The returning 5% flows up to the next distributor of higher rank. If you are a Sapphire or above, you'll be paid the full 55% of that SV. So it kind of gives you an idea on how much that you can make on that. There's a lot of money to be made, a lot of money to be paid on enrolling new distributors. There's also great money to be made in the quick pay as you move up in ranks and you help other distributors to enroll as well. The more you help the people succeed, the more that they're going to make, the happier they'll be, the more money that you will make as well. Because keep in mind, whatever your rank is, the remaining percentage flows up to the next distributor of a higher rank. We pay this quick pay out on a weekly basis. You're earning money each week. How much money you earn each week totally depends on your level of activity, on whether you enroll or you help your team members to enroll new distributors. The design behind the quick pay is to put money in your pocket today. It's not designed for long-term income. It's not residual income. The quick pay is to put money in your pocket today, and it does that, and a lot of people do extremely well with the recruiting bonus or the quick pay. Long-term source of income comes from your pay gates and it comes from the generation check match. So let's get into the fun one here. The pay gates. Yeah, the pay gates are fun. The pay gates are a lot of fun. The pay gates are a means for you to develop a residual income this year. I could show you lots of circles, I could show you some charts, I guess I have a chart, but I could show you lots of graphs and things on how the pay gates work. But I'm not going to do that. We've got the compensation plan in our back office if you want to be able to download that and check that out and look at the charts and the graphs and the circles. But what I do want to go through with you is to explain what the pay gates do and how specifically they work. Look at the pay gates as payouts. Pay gates equals payouts. I'm going to use those words interchangeably. Pay gates equals payouts. The volume all flows up from the bottom up. Volume on purchase, or commissionable volume, as we talked about earlier, CV, is calculated from the bottom going up. If you are at the volume for pay gate 5, let's say you've qualified for pay gate 5, you'll have 5 separate payouts. Each time a payout is calculated, it starts over from the bottom and goes up, so you're getting 5 true payouts. You're getting payout 1, payout 2, payout 3, payout 4, payout 5, 5 different payouts. We pay on all volume. Some payouts you receive a little bit less money depending on who else in your downline qualifies for those payouts or those pay gates. However, on some payouts, you'll receive more money because there won't be anybody else that qualifies for those pay gates or those payouts in your organization except for you. Okay. When someone qualifies for a pay gate in your downline, look at it as great news. Look at it as something very positive. You may initially get a little bit less money as a result of that person qualifying for that new pay gate or payout, but your downline is growing and pushing you more and more to reach higher levels and higher pay gates. It creates incentive for you to stretch and to continue to grow your organization and to reach the next pay gate that's there. Once you reach that next pay gate, again, if nobody else qualifies for it, you'll get a heavier payout, more residual income. Here's how it works. And I've kind of touched on this, but I'm going to do it again. Starting at the bottom, the volume from each product purchase or CV is calculated from the bottom going up each time for each pay gate or payout. Simply, and I say simply add up the CV from each person starting from the bottom of the organization going up. Once someone qualifies for a pay gate, then that person gets most of the volume counted to them, and a little flows up beyond them going up the chain to the next person who qualifies for that pay gate, or it goes on to you. Now, if I'm at pay gate 5 and no one else in my organization has reached that pay gate below me, all the volume for pay gate 5 flows up to me. It's that simple. I could make it more complicated for you, but I'm not going to. It's volume flowing up. You're on pay gate 5, 5 payouts. How many pay gates are there? There's 12. 12 opportunities for volume to start all over from the very beginning and flow all up to you. There's a lot of residual income to be made. Here's the takeaway on pay gates. The more pay gates you qualify for, the more residual income you'll receive. The more pay gates your team qualifies for, the more your organization is growing and you're setting yourself up for bigger commission checks. The pay gates are designed to be able to create residual income this year.